Welcome to today's dose of dopamine, February 4, 2024. I'm Cecilia. Today's Asian parting from Majesty Joe, 2 points, the first. Yangguan Pass, thousands of miles away, sees not a soul return. Only the Jesus by the river, heading south as autumn burns. On this day in history, in 266 AD, during China's Three Kingdoms period, Emperor Cao Huan of Wei was forced to abdicate the throne of Sima Yuan, establishing the Jin dynasty. In 1789, the United States Electoral College elected George Washington as the first president of the United States in the presidential election, with John Adams elected as vice president. In 1948, Sri Lanka declared independence, becoming a dominant within the Commonwealth, officially named Ceylon. In 2022, the opening ceremony of the 2022 Winter Olympics was held at a national stadium in Beijing, China, with 91 delegations participating. What small events that might affect you and me have happened in the world today? The first matter is Tesla vortex of money and drugs. In 2017, venture capitalist Steve Jurvetson, as the senior executive of Tesla board, was found to have used illegal drugs and had sexual relationships with several women in the industry, leading to his resignation. It was later stated that Musk had used ecstasy and LSD with Jurvetson. After Jurvetson's resignation, he remained a director at Musk's other private company, SpaceX. The closest 8 members of Tesla board, including venture capitalist Gracious, Iron Enterprise, Tech giant Lion Ellison, former media executive James Murdoch, and Musk's brother Kimball Musk, have invested in each other and accumulated shares worth hundreds of millions of dollars over the years from their board positions, besides selling shares and earning more than $650 million. They still hold nearly $1 billion in additional options. Insiders mention Gracious, Jurvetson, and Kimball Musk also used drugs with Musk together. Considering the relationship between Musk and board members, and the valuable shares involved in board positions, Tesla paid its board members far more than the average compensation of most companies in the United States. In 2023, the average total compensation for board members in the largest 200 U.S. companies was about $330,000. While Alphabet's board had an average annual compensation of about $475,000. The second matter, why are central banks hesitant to declare victory over inflation? After the Fed's first policy meeting of 2024 on Wednesday, Powell described the economic data as very good, consistent with the Bureau of Labor Statistics data on Friday. The U.S. economy added 353,000 jobs in January, twice the expectation. In addition, average hourly earning also increased by 4.5%. Employers are holding boarding labor, and the explosive job data also made Wall Street rule out the possibility of interest rate cuts in March. Powell had already expressed such an attitude. Even as central banks around the world began to prepare for interest rate cuts, hot labor markets remain the biggest challenge to achieving their 2% inflation targets. On January 25th, the European Central Bank's President Christine Lagarde made positive comments about the euro, stating that the deflation process is underway with inflation now at 2.8%, not far from ECB 2% target. The governor of the Bank of England also stated that there is good news on inflation, after the price growth in UK more than halved to 4% in the past 6 months. Inflation quickly fell worldwide, with consumer price growth in advanced economies dropping from more than 7% in 2022 to 4.6% in 2023. The IMF forecasts that this indicator will further decline to 2.6% in this year, with over 80% of the economics it tracks experiencing a decrease in annual decline headline and the core inflation rates in 2024, optimistically estimating that the Fed, ECB, and Bank of England will cut interest rates by mid-year. This round of inflation differs from the wage price period of the 1970s and 1980s, mainly about disruption to supply chains, labor markets, and spending caused by COVID. The third matter, how long will it take for AI investments to pay off? Microsoft's fourth quarter earnings report showed that cloud computing service revenue grew by 30% in the December quarter. 6 percentage points of that came from AI service. AI service revenues from Azure in the December quarter may be doubled to $1 billion. And the current service fee for AI Copilot software is $30. Office 365 currently has over 4 million subscribers groups. Like Microsoft, Google and Amazon both reported cloud computing growth data, 26% and 13%. But neither specified generative AI revenue. One reason might be that the returns from AI are hard to concentrate in one segment, but are distributed across various businesses. In addition, AI's input costs mainly consist of cloud servers and custom chips, and it takes time to see returns, optimistically estimated as 3 years. Currently, Meta still relies on the recovery of its advertising business, with Meta stock trading at 7.6 times forward sales, higher than Google's 4.9 times. Today's personality, Philo Farnsworth was an American inventor, hailed as one of the pioneers of television, making significant contributions to the development of television technology. He was born on August 19, 1906, in a small town in Utah, showing an interest in electronics and mechanics from an early age. During his teenage years, Farnsworth convinced the idea of converting images into electrical signals, laying the foundations for later television technology. In 1927, Farnsworth successfully transmitted the first television image, a simple line pattern, marking a significant breakthrough in television history. His early television system was entirely electronic, differing from other systems at the time that were based on mechanical scanning methods. Farnsworth continued to improve his television invention, including developing the first fully functional electronic television system. Although Farnsworth's work had a profound impact on television technology, he did not achieve great commercial success. Throughout his life, he obtained many patents, not only in television technology, but also in radar, infrared night vision devices, and nuclear fusion. Some of the Farnsworth's key patents were widely recognized and used after his death. He passed away on March 11, 1971. Although his name may not be well known as other inventors, Philo Farnsworth's legacy and contributions to the development of television are still highly regarded by the industry and historian. There's no update on the financial markets this weekend. That's all for today's dose of dopamine, and see you tomorrow.